What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at and reviewing the Kraken Pro 60% mechanical keyboard. We're going to be covering the keycaps, the case, the switch options, and as well as that, I'm going to be modifying basically every single thing that I possibly can to this keyboard. I ended up doing pretty much everything I could think of, and that is including like lubing the switches and like modding the stabilizers and stuff, which we will talk about later on in the video. Along with the keyboard, Kraken did also provide a mouse pad and a keyboard cable for us to look at as well. So if you guys do want to check out any of their links, I will have them all listed in the description, so make sure to go down there and take a look. I will also be uploading some TikToks covering a lot of the Kraken stuff as well, so if you guys do want to go follow me over there, there will also be a link in the description for that. Oh, and also one more thing, I did also fully finish my first custom keyboard build yesterday. I will have that full video up after I finish editing it and everything, probably within like the next 4 to 5 days. So make sure to subscribe, have that notification bell on so you guys do know when all my future videos do go live. And without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into today's video. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to talk about with you guys is that I actually have the Bred edition here, as you guys can tell by the red and the black keycaps. This version does come in at about $100 on their website. Now the original version, which is just an all black keyboard with like the all black keycaps, does come in at $80, so it's definitely more of like an affordable option if you guys don't need specifically like red and black keycaps. Now the awesome thing about this keyboard is that both versions do come stock with nice PVT double shot shine through keycaps. The keycaps definitely have a really nice feel to it, and while I'm not a huge fan of like the gamer font on it, it's definitely just the same font that comes with pretty much any standard like gaming keyboard, so I can't really complain about that too much. Now personally, I'm only going to be using this keyboard for my computer, but it does work with Xbox and PS4, which is confirmed on their website. Now as I mentioned before, the Bred edition is $99, so if you guys are looking to get a like set of red and black keycaps off their website, the set alone is going to run you about $35. So if you combine like the $35 and like the $80, so if you want like the Kraken base keyboard with like a separate set of red and black keycaps, that's going to run you about $115 to $120. So you're definitely saving like, you know, 15 to 20 to 25 bucks just getting like the Bred edition that comes stock with the red and black keycaps. The RGB is super nice in this keyboard. It's basically just like the standard wave pattern that you get with pretty much like any GK61. It does have a USB type C port on the back, and you can use any custom code cable that you do have with this keyboard. As well as that, let's go ahead and take a look at the unboxing of the aviator cable that they also sent me. Now this is really nice because they do have a red option on their website, along with about 9 other colors that I'll toss up on screen for you guys to look at. This cable is really beautiful though. It has like the aviator style, so you can like disconnect it and like change out your keyboard if it has like a different type of connection port on the back, and you guys don't have to like unplug the cable from your computer. You can just disconnect that aviator, kind of swap them out. Now the price for the aviator cables are about $35 if I remember correctly, so maybe a little bit more than like other options on the market such as a Seni or like other cold cables, but I really don't see any other websites that have the same like color options that they do on their website. So hey, I definitely give them an A+ for all of the color combinations that they do have. Now before we get into the keyboard modifications, let's go ahead and talk about the other thing that they sent me, and that was an extra large mouse pad. They sent me like a red and black one, which is really nice. Now the only problem that I had with this mouse pad was that it doesn't really show up like the red that I got on the keyboard. Like it's more of like an orange than the actual like red keycaps that they sent me that came with the keyboard, and that was pretty much the only gripe I had with it. I mean, the quality seemed really nice, the stitching seemed nice as well, the rubber seemed like it seemed to have pretty good grip, so honestly I really don't have any complaints there. Let's go ahead and get into the keyboard modifications because I'm sure that's what a lot of you guys are here for. I pretty much did everything to this keyboard. Now the first thing we're going to talk about is looping the switches. So I got this keyboard stock with Gateron Silver switches, which is pretty much like a lighter Gateron yellow. These are also an optical switch, so they don't have like a regular metal connection that regular switches do. They do like have like a laser that actually like actuates the switch. Now it is a linear switch, so I used some Krytox 205 grade 0 lubrication to go ahead and lube all of the switches in the keyboard. If you guys do want to pick up some Krytox for yourself, I will leave a link in the description to where I get mine. Now the next thing we had to do was take out all of the stabilizers, and we had to lubricate and clip each one. So we did that, and then after that we also band-aid modded the PCB as well, so just to stop a little bit of that pingy noise that we get from like bottoming out the switch. And then last but not least, we did take the case of the keyboard and we did put a bunch of foam in there, so it did kind of dampen that sound down there, a lot of that like noise banging around the bottom. So we got rid of a lot of that, and honestly the keyboard sounds so much better after. Now I will leave a sound test right after this of the keyboard completely stock, like right out of the box, and then I will compare it to the sound of it after all these switches are lubed and pretty much the entire keyboard is modified. All right, so as you guys can see, it sounds a lot better after all of the modifications are done. If you guys found this video helpful at all or interesting or cool, make sure to go ahead and leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, links to pretty much everything in this video in the description down below. I will catch you guys in the next video on the channel. Thank you for watching. Peace.